Okay, Friday afternoon car rant. Okay, wait a second. Before I get going, I want to say something. I had a conversation with my good friend John Shinholzer, and I want to say shout out to Unit L. Unit L at the, let me see if I get this right. Paw Monkey Regional Jail. Am I saying that shit right? All right. So, Unit L, shout out. Congratulations on your award. Congratulations on all the great things going on up there. And you guys trying to kind of like right the ship. I admire you. I admire people that are working hard in recovery. I admire people that are trying to make their life better. I admire a success story. But you know what I admire more than a success story? I admire a dude who effed his life up and then got it back together story. Much more than just a straight up success story. But that's not why I got on here today. I got on here today, and it is related to incarceration. It's related to our public policies and things like that. And I wanted to talk a little bit about this article I read today where Attorney General Jeff Sessions apparently was quoted in Time magazine as saying that he thinks that this idea of emphasizing treatment over punishment is short-sighted and really kind of silly. You know, he sort of said treatment does work, but that's really not the answer. We have to focus on stiff penalties and consequences. All right. So I could talk about Attorney General Jeff Sessions. I could talk about that. And I could talk about, you know, what his motivation around that and what might be pushing that. Is it political, or does he really believe that? Does he actually think that that's the case? Does he understand anything about addiction and how it works and what happens and how consequences and punishment have nothing to do with it if you cross the line into addiction? I could talk about all that. I'm not going to talk about all that. I want to talk about how does a dude like Attorney General Jeff Sessions get away with saying something like that? And that's the bigger issue, and it comes back down to this unbelievably deep stigma that still exists in America. And I don't, and this smoke and mirrors weird vibe that we have where we want to, it's a disease and we're all compassionate and we're going to put it on TV and we're going to parade out all these recovering people and we're going to talk about it, oh, policy this and policy that and opioid this and opioid that. And at the end of the day, none of it matters. Nobody's changing any policies or doing anything different. And the reason is simple. 64% of Americans still think it's willful behavior. 64% of Americans still think that I woke up in the morning and chose to do what I wanted, what I did that day, and hurt my family and jeopardize my life and all those other things that go along with it because I had poor character, because I was a sinful person, or however they write it in their brain. And this also goes back to this idea that we have got to reach people. We have got to reach the common person on the street. Those of us in recovery, we've got to reach the common people on the street and let them know that this is a healthcare issue. This is a wellness issue. This isn't about, you know, like I'm some kind of freak from another planet. That's one of the things that I can't stand. I got to tell you, and like, as recovering people, we do it to ourselves. We call people who don't have addiction, we call them earth people, and we call them normies, and we talk about ourselves as, I'm a scumbag, I'm a liar, cheater, and a thief. You are not a scumbag, you are not a liar, you're not a cheater, you're not a thief. You have a compromised situation. Your brain changed at a fundamental level. The neurotransmitter dopamine is involved. PET scans reveal this. Even if you don't want to call it a disease, we know it's something to do with the brain. That's what's going on. All our drug policies, though, lock them up, throw away the key. And now our Attorney General is on the record as saying we're overemphasizing this treatment thing. Punishment is really the answer. So what do? We have to rebrand, man. We have to change our approach. First thing we got to do is admit what we're doing isn't working. Didn't work. We tried it. All our recovery rallies where we're all just talking to each other and it's just kind of like, hey, you in recovery? Do you believe in recovery? Yeah, I believe in recovery. Hey, you over there, you in recovery? Yeah, you believe in recovery. Hey, family member over there, you've been touched by this issue. Hey, you believe? Hey, treatment center owner, of course they all believe in recovery. But what about the common dude on the street? The dude who spends more time watching American Idol than he does thinking about substance use disorder, the dude who has nothing to do with it, they think it's a moral issue. How do we reach them? Because if we find a way to reach them, maybe we'll find a way to reach Attorney General Jeff Sessions. Think about it.